Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Riti Kumari and today I am back with another lecture of the DBMS series. So basically here we would be looking more on what was the need of database management system, what were the advantages of database management system and followed by disadvantages of DBMS. So without any further delay, let's get started. So need of database management system. So we got to know about databases के types, database management system, what is database management system and much more things. Now we need to know that what was the basic need of database management system. So DBMS plays a vital role for business, institutions and organizations of all scales in effectively managing their data, ensuring data accuracy and security and supporting essential decision making process. So basically what happens now, database management system is kind of having applications at every places, like in schools, like in colleges, like in banks and institution and much more places. It helps to easily manipulate the data, it helps to easily store the data, it helps to manage operations like inserting data, deleting data, doing some manipulation on the data like addition, subtraction and much more things. So it gives us the feasibility to do some manipulations on the data very easily. So that is the reason ki database management system is mostly used. Now the second reason is the security as well. It provides us a lot of security. There are a lot of user access control rules and some authentication rules as well, which would help us and help other people as well ki whenever we are accessing any data, there would be some kind of authorization present, so that that data would be accessible only from me, not from someone else. So it basically helps in data security, achieving security for our data and also the control of the data. So it serves as the core of contemporary information systems, facilitating efficient data management and serving as a basis for a wide range of applications and services. So as told earlier, it helps to manipulate the data, it helps to perform operations to data, it helps to secure our data, it provides a scalability also for our data, and there are much more things in which database management system could help us. So basically along with the needs, we should also know the advantages of DBMS. So let's see. So basically there are various advantages of DBMS. I've just picked some of them which I thought were important, but there are various advantages of DBMS. So the very first advantage is data security. Who doesn't want their data to be secure? Consider you are in an institution or you are in a college. So no one wants ki your data should be insecure or your data should be visible to every person of the school, or anyone can access your mobile number, your email or the place you live in. So you want your data to be secured. So data security is mostly achieved in DBMS. DBMS implements security mechanism that regulate access to sensitive information, safeguarding it from the unauthorized access and potential data breaches. So the thing which I said earlier, consider there is a phone number of yours which is stored in the database. So there are some kind of security rules, there are some kind of security protocols which helps to provide a layer of protection for all the data, so that no one else from outside world could access your data, make some prank calls to you, or provide you any kind of advertisement. So basically that is the reason data security is something which is utmost important. Now second thing is data redundancy and inconsistency. I explained in the earlier videos as well, data redundancy basically means that same kind of data is kind of being used at different places. Rather we can have a centralized space where all the data for a particular person is present. And data inconsistency is ki consider there are many chunks of data which are present at different places or different registers. What if I correct a data in one of the register or update a data in one of the register and it's not updated in second or third register? There would be a data inconsistency. So DBMS removes all the data redundancy, minimizing storage needs and ensuring consistency throughout the maintenance of a unified version of data. So basically as I told, in DBMS we can have a centralized way in which we can store all our data at a central place, so that there won't be any data redundancy and inconsistency in data. So in database management system, now everything happens with a transaction. So in a transaction, what happens ki consider I am updating a data somewhere, so I need to update data at every places. So even if there is a system failure, transaction would help us to update the data. Either it will there are some many operations, read, write, read, and many operations which we would be seeing in the further videos, but with the help of transactions we can achieve data consistency, not and remove the data inconsistency. So the third thing is data integrity. Now, DBMS guarantees data integrity by enforcing some rules or constraints that prohibit the entry of incorrect or inconsistent data into database. So basically there are some rules in the database which prohibit the insertion of some inconsistent or some data which is not needed to be provided there. So consider there is a column called as age. So in this age I can't feed the data like ABC, right? So this is not something which is taken care in the earlier systems which we are using, but in databases we can put a constraint that age could only be an integer. So it will not accept the values like ABC, it will only accept the values like 12. So basically we can put some rules, we can put some constraints so that any inconsistent data or any incorrect data is not entered into the database. Now the fourth advantage of database is database scalability. So DBMS can handle large data sets and scale to accommodate increasing amounts of data and as an organization growth. So consider that I am having an organization which is right now having 1 to 40 employees. So in my database, I am having data about all the 40 employees. What if I have a recruitment drive and I hire 1200 more people? So now there would be 1 to 40 employees and there would be some data. So I need to scale my database to that level that I can store all the information of 1240 people. So right now the total number of employees I am having is 1 to 40. Now I need to scale my database to that level that I can store all the information about 1 to 40 employees. So scalability is something which we can achieve in a much more easier way in databases. Fifth advantage is data abstraction. So DBMS offers data abstraction, allowing users and applications to interact with the database without needing to understand its underlying complexities. So there are many complexities, there are many hidden details which are present. So database management system makes sure that there is a data abstraction. So I know that an email is being sent to me from this particular person, but I don't need to know that where that particular person lives, from which server this email has been sent. So there are some complexities or there are some details which needs to be hidden, which are unwanted, or which are some internal details which needs to be hidden, and DBMS helps us to achieve this. So this was all about the advantages of DBMS. So with advantages there always come some disadvantages, as coin always have two faces. So let's see the disadvantages of database. So the very first disadvantage of database is cost. So acquiring, deploying and sustaining DBMS software can incur significant cost. So obviously if we are sustaining a database, if we are deploying a database, that would be a very costly thing. Furthermore, the hardware essential for proficient operation of database management system can also lead to substantial expenses. So basically whenever we want to maintain a database or sustain a database, there are many operations we need to do to that particular database, and then we also need a hardware which would help us to do that particular operations easily and effectively. So there is increase in the expenses. So database management system can lead to more cost. So that is one of the disadvantage of DBMS. Now the second disadvantage of DBMS is scaling project. Yes, in the advantage I told that we can scale the database management system projects, but there is also a disadvantage with that. Let's see. So when dealing with modest applications and minimal data storage requirements, adopting a comprehensive DBMS could introduce avoidable intricacies and additional burdens. In these instances, more streamlined data storage alternatives could be better suited. So consider I want to store data of only 20%, and I got a database in which I can store data about of 1000 people. So again, that is not making very much sense to me. Yes, that database is scalable, but I know that I only have to store data about of 20 people. It can be 22, but it would never be 100. So scaling projects or scaling, we can see that the projects which require some kind of minimal data storage and adopting a comprehensive DBMS could introduce avoidable intricacies and additional burdens. So if I am I just want a database which store 20 people information and I am having a huge database, so that is also something which I shouldn't be needed and which would eventually increase the cost, and this will be which would eventually increase the cost, and this would again be a disadvantage of database. Now the third disadvantage is vendor lock-in. So once you have chosen a specific DBMS, it can be challenging to switch to a different one due to differences in the data formats, query languages, and other technical aspects. Then can lead to vendor lock-in where you are dependent on a particular vendor's technology and pricing. So consider right now I'm working on a MySQL database, or a database which uses SQL approaches, SQL query and everything, like relational database. Consider after few years I want to switch to a NoSQL database, which basically stores data in key value pair. So there are some constraints that I can't move from this database to this database because of the formats, because the query being used, because in this data is being stored in rows and columns, but in this the data is being stored in key and value pair. So there are many constraints which come into picture whenever you are switching from one database to another database. That also leads to one disadvantage of database. So this was all about this video. Hope you learned more about the need of database, the advantages of database, and the disadvantage of database. So if you have liked the video, please hit the like button. If you are someone who is new to my channel and want to stay updated about technical content, can go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you're liking the series, please share it among your friends so that it boosts my confidence. And also I'll be uploading videos consistently, so please stay updated to my channel. Till then, take care, keep learning, keep growing. Bye all.